Welcome back. This section of Focus on Community Resource is, my next guest is Rachel Childress, who is the CEO of Lexington Habitat for Humanity.
Hey.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Now, when I think about Habitat, I think about Jimmy Carter showing up and everybody building a house and it's real easy and everybody's happy, but it's really a much bigger operation and a lot goes into it.
That's right. Jimmy Carter does get credit for Habitat, and he's been an incredible supporter over the years. But our vision is that everyone has a decent place to live. And typically folks think about that in terms of our home buyer program. But it's really more than that. A decent place to live includes that structure to which we return, and we want that to be energy efficient and healthy and safe and affordable, but it also includes the street and the neighborhood and the community as a whole. So we also have a program called Love Your Neighborhood, which includes things like cleanup projects that we do in partnership with Parks and Recreation and the police department and neighborhood associations, and owner-occupied repairs. Typically we are serving elderly folks who've worked all their lives and they own their own home, but now they have a roof that needs to be replaced, or they have mobility issues and so they need their bathtub switched out for a walk-in shower. And so we're serving a number of families that way as well.
So you help the family, somebody gets a house, but it's also really helpful and I don't know what the word is for the people who show up to volunteer to build the house.
That's right. Habitat also serves the community as a whole, and that includes offering people the opportunities to love their neighbors. So volunteering, donating, working in our restore, coming into our office, participating in our events like our Shamrock Shuffle. Mark your calendars, March 11th, 2017 for the 11th Shamrock Shuffle, family-friendly 3K race.
Now, you just told us a few things, but how can people help if they want to be involved with Habitat?
They can go to our website, lexhabitat.org, or call our office, 859-252-2224. And tell us what you want to do, how you want to serve, what your skills are, things you would like to learn, and we can set you up to volunteer in any number of ways. You could go to the Restore and make paint. We do a paint bulking program, and groups love to make paint because they use these great big 50-gallon drums and pour in donated paint, and they get to name the color and put their handprints on the cans.
Not bad. Now, you mentioned Restore a couple of times, and I've been there, I've donated some things there, and I've bought some things there. It's a great place. Tell us about that.
Well, our Restore's been around 15 years. We celebrated our anniversary this year, and we take donations of new and used home goods and building materials and furniture, and we sell those at low cost to the community. We keep 1.5 million pounds out of the landfill every year. We process about 6,000 pounds of product a day. So it's an incredible service to stewarding the world, but it also brings in dollars that help us serve more families in Lexington.
You also mentioned when they call, you can tell us what their skill is, but really people don't have to have a skill. You can teach them to do something.
We do, and that's one of the things that we're very proud of, and folks learn a lot on a Habitat work site because you can learn to hammer. Some people don't know how to use a hammer. You can learn to hang siding, you can learn to install cabinets and trim and all sorts of things like that. We take folks of no skill to any skill and are happy to work with them.
Just as long as it's not like Chevy Chase hanging Christmas lights.
That's right. You don't do that. We always make sure there's a person holding on to the ladder at the bottom, and if you don't want to go on a ladder, then we don't expect you to.
Well, that's good. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing.